And so again, August 7th to 11th, mark your calendar, plan ahead, get that intent set in your mind, because once you intend to go to it and to say, I'm going to go, then what happens, everything starts happening. The universe starts moving its forces to help you get there. That's the way it is for me. If I wait till the last second, it always tends to either get screwed up or I don't get to go.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that I can make it there next year for sure. That would we'll have to figure that out. Look at Tim Ventura was there. That was a year ago posted. This is one of Tim's from way back. He's young there, man. So
yeah, he is. He was.
This is crazy. So this is like, yeah, this is awesome stuff, man. This is like the whole archive and so much good stuff in here. Thank you for putting this together, man.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Heck yeah. I can't wait to
unfortunately, a lot are no longer with us. Yeah. So you got.
I'm gonna try my best to be there because it's always a good time, man. I my first one was 2009, and I met Nassim Harriman, Marco Rodin, like I met Joseph Farrell. It was great.
Yeah, who knows? He might be there. Who knows?
Yeah, that'd be great if Joseph Farrell would come down. I would love to see him do a presentation. That would be amazing. I'm gonna make sure I send him an email and ask him to if he goes, man. I'm gonna
and he could do a live
cast. Bendall and Farrell going. I'm gonna have to come.
You could do a live cast right there too. We could set you up on the back.
Yeah, I know.
Or maybe down on the display floor, and that would get right in the middle of the action.
You gotta have the hotel get the Wi-Fi working on that bottom level. Because I remember it would just fade out and down that hallway. So if they can get that fixed, then I can do that. But
yeah, we'll have to work on that. Well, you figure we did a live stream there, so they must have done something.
Yeah, I did it upstairs in the executive suite because it has a good Wi-Fi signal in that room.
But we did ours from like right downstairs, but that.
Oh yeah.
There's been another. I'll talk to him. Well, I'll talk to John Fiala. That's the guy you need to talk to.
Yeah.
He's my technical guy, and he knows everything there. He knows it better than the hotel does. So.
You had Phil Schneider there? Yeah, that's him at Tesla Tech.
Actually, I think that was probably Global Science.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, that's a story of the fringe. What do you take on that?
1.9K views, and this has never been seen before, man. Like, guys, people wake up. This is like a untapped gold mine archive here. It's like amazing when we run across something like this, and people have like no idea. They're just like, oh, hey. You're never going to find this by searching YouTube. You have to go to John. You have to go to Steve's channel and look through the actual physical videos and pick the stuff out, man. All right.
Well, I was at the Global Science Conference you're supposed to be at, and that was the week after he died, and that's when we found out we believe he was murdered. Phil Schneider.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Nuts.
So you believe, Steve, that there's something to his testimony and story, hey?
Oh, they're digging tunnels all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, that rock conflagration technology he describes, man. That's like weird stuff. It's far out stuff, but I mean, I imagine that they did something with they got nukes. That they experimented with all this stuff. They can't put those things in space like we were talking about. But they definitely developed a lot of those technologies. So, man, I imagine they could build something that would just melt its way through rock and leave that glassy, smooth finish. Maybe they have something like that, but it's crazy. I don't. And then you have to. Elon, what does Elon Musk have to say about that? Because he's got a tunnel boring company, right?
Yeah, but I don't put too much stock in Elon stuff. He's still using the old hat stuff for space.
Yeah, man. He's like almost like
Stealing your name,
he's like
Steve.
pretending to be like the future and like, oh, we're gonna do all this stuff, but he's so far from, you know, he does some stuff like Tesla. Like he gave all the electric patents away for free, but I feel like he's almost like, you know, I thought I liked Elon up until the you know he did the Neuralink thing, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy up to?
Well, I don't. He's losing it, you know. But SpaceX, I mean, come on. I worked on the space shuttle. That you know, they can't even get the thing to rise without blowing it up. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, they're using what 30, 40-year-old technology. You know, if he'd really be doing something if he brought out the anti-gravity stuff.
I know. I think that he knows about it and can't talk about it. They might even have contracts to be working on it and develop it in secret. I don't know, man. It just seems. How could he not know? You know,
it seems like SpaceX is a red herring out there. Yeah,
it does. It does. It seems like it's like a. All right. Well, you know, people got tired. They after like 20 years of NASA like doing nothing since the Challenger disaster in the 80s, right? It was like 20 years of that, and then like people are like, all right, where's our space program? What's going on here? Everyone realizes that there's the public space program is a complete farce. It's complete like it's just there to distract the public, and basically like and then right after that we had SpaceX come along, and they've dragged it on for another 20 years, it seems.
And they put all those little bitty satellites in orbit, really clouding up the view from Earth, you know, the stars.
Yeah, the Starlink. Yeah.
Yeah, well, just
they're
think
bright
about
as hell. They're huge. I thought they were UFOs the first time I saw it.
Right? That's literally everyone's first impression when it's like, what the heck is that? Is it an alien invasion? What is this giant line of things in the sky?
Yeah.
It's a smoke screen. You have all that junk floating around there now, so you can't see what's really happening out there unless you get beyond that. You know, they're blinding us from what's happening further out with things like SpaceLink and that. You know, you didn't need to do that. You know, so don't trust these people at all. You know, there's good people in the government, and there's some good government programs, but when you see stuff like that, you know, that's what you don't trust. You know, you've been to Albuquerque. You go into Kirkland. In Kirkland, I was there in 1984. They took us on a tour, you know, because I was an engineering student, and I arranged for a tour of the Kirkland there for the class, you know, I was graduating with, the senior class. And we got to see like the, you know, that laser thing they got, you know, airborne laser. They had that there. It was running. You know, they just figured out how to take and get rid of the wavering atmosphere, and that was in 1984. You know, and here it is, you know, 2023, and they're acting like, wow, this is really brand new stuff, hot stuff. No, it's been around for like 40 years. You know, and then is that the trestle? I can't really tell.
Yeah, that's the trestle.
The wooden trestle that goes out over a canyon. And, you know, it's like 12 stories high. It's built entirely out of wood. And they take that and they can put like a 747, act like it's flying, and then they zap it, you know, with electricity so that they can see what the EMP does to the plane instruments in that in flight.
Yeah, and the wood's meant to be neutral.
You know, yeah, and
So
the wood
it's
is
not
not
out of metal.
There's no metal in that. You know, I was on it. You know, got to walk on it. You know, look over the edge. It was pretty impressive stuff. And then they took us to the Sandia Labs. You know, they had the one of the first what do you call it, supercomputers there, crazy supercomputers, right there at Kirkland, and it went through these giant rows. And the printer was so fast, it would just go through like one of these big newspaper rolls in like about 30 seconds. You just see nothing but paper flying out of there. You know, it was printing so fast. You know, then they had like this laser, an argon laser, and they flip the light on. You see a blue light, and then pow, you have like a hole about 3 feet wide. You burnt through a piece of aluminum that was about 4 or 5 inches thick, and you always see this metal drop to the floor instantaneous, just like that. I mean, it's incredible what they were showing us. They took us to the Department of Energy, which is right there, and they showed us how they did all this planning for underground explosions, and how they dug the tunnels and all that. They showed us that right there, so it's pretty cool stuff, they do. And so when they talk about these underground cities and that, well, I've been in Cheyenne Mountain a couple of times, which is by Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
You've seen it on War Games. The room, I was in that room. It looks just like the movie, and it was pretty cool. They took us down around to show us all the infrastructure on it. It was built on and everything. They had these electricity coming in, power coming from 2 directions, north and south, into that place. And it switches over in microseconds, if not nanoseconds now. They even have like a huge bank of diesel generators there that kick on within milliseconds of losing power. Those kick in, and they're up and running within less than a minute. So yeah, they have really some cool stuff, when they do these tunnels. And the door is snapshots, it's snapshot in like 30 seconds, if not, it's a super fast door. And this thing weighs about 3 tons, so it's incredible stuff that you're seeing. So if you could get inside, if you could get in a tour of like one of the military bases there in Albuquerque, it'd be worth your time. And Roswell, I wish I would have known you were going to Roswell. I could have told you some stuff. Because I've been there. I was at the 60th anniversary. The 50th anniversary was a disaster. I put together some web pages for. We were supposed to be setting up a monument at the site and everything, but then you had the Heaven Gate people committed suicide, and all the sponsors like Coca-Cola, Volkswagen, everybody pulled out. They couldn't get rid of us fast enough. So all that got canceled. But there's a lot of stuff going on in New Mexico and Colorado Springs. I used to live in Colorado Springs, a place called Security. I was stationed at Fort Carson for a couple of years. And then I went in nukes and they put me in Fort Sill. Fort Carson was the 4th Infantry Division. And all I can say is those boys in the Ukraine, they're doing a good job over there with what they got. And Bradley, my unit was one of the units that got to evaluate the Bradley back in 74 when I first come out. Then again, in the 80s, not 80s, late 70s, when they had the new improved version come out. And our unit got to test it. So it was pretty good stuff. I'm looking at them, and it's doing its job over there. So what are you looking at there?
No, there's a giant mine out here, a little bit left of the Cheyenne Mountain complex. This is a big mine. I'm digging more stuff out. But this is this is Cheyenne Mountain right here. This is the whole entrance to the underground complex right in there.
It's pretty cool. If you ever get a chance, go for it. But yeah, they have tunnels all over this place. I lived 2 miles from this place. They started digging, and within a month, the everything disappeared. It was all underground. I don't know what they were doing out there. But that was in Arizona.
Yeah, I had a guy that came on the podcast that said he was a truck driver who had special clearance to go into some of these underground cities to do deliveries and stuff. And he said it's just massive underground. They have like highways and everything underground. Some of these places.
Yeah, so if you ever get a chance to go to any of these places, I would take them up on it.
Yeah, I don't know what was the Vindicator mine, but yeah, there's a place called Raven Rock that's out in West Virginia too. And Raven Rock Mountain has another one of those tunnel complexes under it.
Yeah, kind of like the Shiny Mountain.
It's just like, yeah, it's another one. It's for the East Coast. It's another one like Cheyenne Mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, they got to have that stuff pretty close to the Washington D.C.
Yeah, there's been a couple of them. There was an underground tunnel that led right out of the Capitol to a place down in Virginia. That they got other stuff now. I'm sure that was during World War II. So they got all kinds of stuff now. Yeah, there's one of the entrances right here that goes into the underground. There's another one. That's at Raven Rock.
Yeah, then they were building that nuclear repository in Nevada, which they haven't ever finished, And I think that's a downright shame. They need to go ahead and finish that. These people need to get off this nuclear phobia they have, because we got to do something with that waste. And that was the most logical thing. And they did a lot of engineering on that, and they, these people, they don't understand how much work really as studies actually go into designing one of these things. It's just like a superhighway. They just don't take a bulldozer and plow a road and just throw some gravel down. There's a lot of planning that goes into this stuff, and I don't think people who are doing the designing get enough credit for that, and if you've ever looked at the Yucca Valley there, or Yucca Flats in Nevada, a place looks like the moon. They've done so many nuclear blasts. And in the 60s, they were like a tourist attraction for Vegas, because you could from the hotels, you can actually see the explosions going on, even though they were like 100 miles away. You can actually see the mushroom clouds and everything. So, yeah. But that place would have been a place that's already been contaminated, And
oh yeah, the nuclear test site.
And the real danger, I think, right now is don't eat no seafood, especially if it comes from around Japan, because they're dumping all that radioactive water in there, and now they're having these fish kills. They don't know what's causing these fish kills. Well, I don't think there's radioactivity is helping them any. And there I am, Vegas. See my house? So, yeah, I'm right there in Henderson.
Yeah, I'm looking at your living room right now. Let's go zoom. It doesn't zoom in that far, Steve. Yeah, this is neat. There's a lot of land out there, lots of cool stuff. Apparently, man, I've heard rumors of these tunnel systems going all over the country, but man, it'd be awesome if someone revealed that or could show that.
Well, they're digging them all over the place down there. And now in Vegas, they dug all these tunnels for Elon there. And the problem is when they dig these tunnels, sometimes if they're trying to cut corners, they don't take into account what's above you, and that's where you get a lot of cave-ins and stuff like that. I know here in Vegas, they dug a tunnel underneath Lake Mead there for our last straw, for water. And they put it actually underneath the lake, and then they come up, and that thing is huge. And they have a documentary they show a lot here, on TV, on one of the dead channels. And I watched that a lot, how they dig that and everything. And this thing is huge. It was only going a couple miles from me, So we are the greatest nation if we put our minds to it. Yeah. Or is that back east?
This is Cumberland Gap Tunnel.
Well, my ancestors came over the Cumberland Gap in 1809. Yeah. Their personal history. The Carter, Josiah Carter, come across the Cumberland Gap in 1809. So all the Carters in Kentucky are descended from him. They have another one of those tunnels up in Loveland um, on Interstate 70. And
On Loveland?
yeah,
Where's that?
on Interstate 70, underneath the Continental Divide, the Eisenhower Tunnel. There's someone got it. I remember they first started, and I've driven it since they built it. Yeah, it's just they're really good on tunneling. And it cuts a lot of time off too.
Uh-huh.
Because
there.
I don't know, you had to drive about 20 miles over that pass, it's a winding path there too. And very dangerous, And you don't tailgate because if you do, you'd be like this little car I seen now. Big rock fell in, the truck ran right over it, it was big and high. The little sports car behind it ate it. So right there. You see where the road comes up the side? That's the old highway there. That'd be at the bottom of the screen there. That's the old highway there. Before they built the pass. And it's
This
still
one right here. No, where was the old highway?
But if you reach to the bottom there, along the bottom,
Tango Road here.
Yeah, it looks like it's
Was it a dirt? It's like a dirt road up the mountain.
It's not dirt road, but it's an old road. It's not no longer maintained. But you can see it. You see the switchbacks. Those are and those are old switchbacks.
Damn, how the heck could you get over it?
Hey, you just drive and follow the road.
Oh yeah, you can barely see it anymore.
And it goes right over the Continental Divide, And they generally have like a big sign up there that says, Summit. I don't think you're on the main road, though. I think you're off a little bit.
This has got to be the road. I mean, I don't see any other road up here. This is like the only thing I see. But yeah, that used to be it before they built this, huh?
Yeah. So
I just don't get it. Wow. Wow. Yeah, so that's where you used to have to drive. West Magazine. Let's go see if they did the Google car do it? Oh wow, huh?
And my dad was a big explorer back then. We'd go all over that state. We went over Birdhound, which is the other way, it goes to the north of Loveland. That goes up to Steamboat Springs and that. I used to pick ferns up there every spring. Then people found out about it. Next thing you know, everybody and their brothers up there doing it. They start charging you for stuff, Yep, good old Loveland.
Wow, I didn't know that this was. Okay, so this is all right. This makes sense. I've been around a lot of these areas, but I didn't get to go this far up, man. You got to do some awesome adventures, man.
It takes you right through the Continental Divide there.
Yeah, that's awesome. What a trip that must be.
Oh, but then you go down south even further to Glenwood Springs. That there's like through a canyon there. It took them about 20 years to build that thing. And as soon as you enter that canyon, they take a footprint from your car and they track you through that tunnel to make sure you didn't stop anywhere on the way, or didn't get stuck in there. But that's down in Glenwood Canyon there. It's about another 40 miles down the road, maybe 50 miles. Colorado. is an awesome place if you ever get a chance. I can't do winters there anymore. I lost my ability to make heat, so I'm super cold when I'm in a cold climate. And
Huh.
my daughter, she can't go either because she has a metal piece in her neck. And if you got metal in you, that metal gets cold. It's very painful.
Yeah. Huh?
And I'm fishing up in some of those places too. Yeah. We camped every weekend when I stayed with my dad in the summer.
There's Vale. Wow. That's one of the nicest ski resorts in the country.
Yeah. Then
Awesome stuff, man. I mean, I'm gonna have to. I gotta go back out there at some point and take a whole trip. I used to live up in Fort Collins for a summer.
Fort Collins is a beautiful place. It's the most quietest town in the country too, by the way. Sound wise, it's quieter than Boulder.
Huh.
It's just the way they build the roads and design the infrastructure in the city there. So, hey, go up there. You'll never recognize this place,
And you said Loveland. I was thinking, Loveland up here.
Yeah. Oh, Loveland Pass?
Well, no, Loveland, Colorado.
Yeah.
Which is like, I remember Loveland because when you drive by 287 up to Fort Collins from Denver, you drive by this pig slaughterhouse, and the smell is just ungodly going by that place.
That and Greeley. Greeley is just as bad. That's more cattle in Greeley, I think, though.
Yeah, it was Greeley. I think you're going by Loveland and Greeley and Loveland. It's right on that, right there. I always just remember that smell. But
yeah, I lived up in North Glen, in the summers. That'd be the last suburb north of Denver before you hit open territory there. And that's where a lot of the global science conferences were held, up in the North Glen area. That's where Dean Stoner was from, North Glen Thornton.
Cool. So switching back to gears here, let's go to the Tesla Tech channel. What you got any stuff that people should definitely check? I want to check out the Phil Schneider video and the David Adair. So there's a bunch of cool stuff up there. People should go check that out. And also sign up for the Tesla Tech conference for 2024. Guys, teslatech.info, Tesla Tech, one word, .info, and check out the conference. If you are interested in speaking, you want a speaking engagement, reach out to my buddy Steve here and definitely get on board. Now, thanks for joining us and tipping us off about this. This will be an exciting year in 2024. Lots of new stuff.
That and the vendors. But one other comment in the yellow box there with the computer head moving. Right there's my conference directory and speaker directory. So I'm trying to organize these. If you click on the conference, you can pick out the conference you want to check out. And I know if you want to know the speaker, you pick out the speakers in alphabetical order. It's a work in progress. I still got a lot more to put up there. So yeah, I think you're up there. Check it out.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'll have to check that out. This is cool. You got all the names here, so if people want to find a name, they can find the videos quicker. This is great that you're doing this, man. This must be a ton of work. Guys, definitely show your support for the work that Steve's doing. If you can't make it to Tesla Tech for 2024, definitely consider subscribing and becoming a member of his YouTube channel.
Yeah, subscriptions are free. And if you join, you get access to the members only. But subscribers still have a couple hundred videos you can watch. So
awesome! I can't wait. I hope some people, you get some good speakers that and make sure you tell Steve that AlienScientist sent you and that you saw it here, so he knows how many people I'm actually sending his way. So
the conference is August 7th to 11th. Okay, August 7th to 11th. And I hope you come, Jeremy. You still live feed from there.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it this year. Especially, I feel so bad. I missed this year because of and you had Bendall there. That would have been amazing. So, oh well, I'm gonna definitely try. I'm definitely work on getting out there for next year, man. I regret not going there this year, for sure. So let's see what people can do for that. Now, it's August. It's August 7th to the 11th, the weekend there. So it's you can pre-register there, and you can save money if you pre-register. It's still right. This is still going on. It's not just November 30th. That's still
December 31st.
December 31st.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. So guys, if you see, go on there and pre-register and make sure to tell Steve that Alien Scientist sent you. And if we get enough people that are interested in going, I get enough momentum for this, man. I mean, I already feel like this year is going to be huge, especially with what happened last year. So let's all get together and plan on meeting up there for 2024. Hopefully we'll see you all there. So yeah, lots of cool stuff in that channel, man. It's all old stuff, man. It's like, this is a great archive. You can go back over all that old stuff, and I'm sure there's some gems in there. You know, anyone who wants that old information, that's, you know, this stuff you thought it was gone, but it's still there. It's great that you did that, Steve. This is it's amazing. And if there's any of those ones that you see that are black and white or have any errors, if people find anything, Steve's still putting this all together, so there might be some things in the editing and stuff. Please reach out to him and point out anything you find, because I know he doesn't have time to sit and watch all these. So if you're watching through anything, you find anything that's like, oh, this is an awesome interview, and it's in black and white, he really needs to go and redo this one and get it out in color. If it's really something worth it, then let him know, you know.
And that's if we can find the VHS tape, though.
Yeah, I know, huh? Oh, geez. The color information's probably faded off them. They only have a shelf life of about 20, 30 years. So, yeah, if you have VHS tapes that are your family's memories, you might want to get those ASAP. Figure out a way to bring them to someone who can digitize your tapes for you. I know there's people online that do them. You send them your stuff, and they'll do it for you. Yeah, see what you can do, because those magnetic tapes only have a shelf life of like 30 years, and then once your family memories are gone, they're gone. You know. So get those archives backed up, get them digitized, so they don't ever go away. Guys, you're watching the Alien Scientist channel. This is Catastrophic Disclosure Live, and here's a link if you guys want to jump on and share any cool information and stuff. Please do. Please jump on. Oh, wrench back. I gotta look out for Paul, dude. And there's Paul.
And I'm gonna jump off here, okay?
Okay.
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah, sorry, man. I got you, Paul. You're back, man. I promised you that was only for that one stream. I took everyone's wrench off, so I gave everyone back. And you know what? I didn't even need to do that. I'm sorry I did that, Paul, because it actually turns out that I can go in and see whatever every moderator does. So if any of the, because there's been, it's not your fault. There's nothing personal, Paul. I had a lot of complaints from people saying that, hey man, I posted comments on your channel and it just disappears. Like, things get deleted, you know. Other people saying that, hey man, I tried to go on another channel stream, and in the live chat I was typing all this stuff, but when I tried to leave a comment, I had the word Alien Scientist.
Alien Scientist, and your message, whole message gets deleted. It was on Walter Bosley channel. I tried making 5 different messages each time, trying to tell him to go check out one of like the
You're
episodes.
not the only one who's told me this, Bernie. I've had multiple other people that say if you even say Alien Scientist on other streams, it's like a shadow banned word, basically. But my name is a shadow banned word. That if you type it in on YouTube, like you'll literally have your comments deleted and removed. So I've had a lot of I've had a lot of complaints about this stuff happening. So I don't want to blame anyone. I was like, I removed all the moderators so that but now I know that I can actually go in and see what all the moderators are doing. So if I have a bad mod on thing that's, messing with stuff, I could find it. But yeah, it's a mess, dude. So I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, it's not your fault. It's this whole what's going on out there with the Google and the algorithms and stuff, man. Like I really feel like we've made a huge dent, and they're trying to keep this isolated to a small section of ufology if they can help it. And they got the bigger part of UFO with the King Milkfart harassment group has basically convinced everyone that because I'm against Bob Lazar that I'm a disinformation agent and a government shill. And so all those people won't even look into any of my stuff because they're all convinced that I'm like on government payroll or something. And a lot of them don't have like the real technical background to really dive in and appreciate what we do here in the archive and the people we talk to. So it's crazy what's going on right now. But yeah, so there's no, everyone's a moderator on Bernie's channel.
On my channel, because I found the same problem of like that. There's just so many people with conflicting views that they'll just they'll straight delete someone that has a conflicting view of theirs, right? So it's like I literally had to make everybody a moderator so that you can express all your opinions. It's like you can either have none or all at this point.
Yeah, it's like they're trying to keep this, and I gotta go apply to YouTube and get my plaque too, man, because I got my 100,000 plaque is long overdue.
You deserve that for years.
I got 115,000 so far right now. I swear they keep dropping people randomly, like because people say like I subscribed to this channel, and then like it took me like 4 months to find it again. Because YouTube just somehow unsubscribed me. Like there was somebody like, I'm so glad I found this channel again because I found it a couple months ago and I totally forgot the name and they unsubscribed me and I couldn't find it again. And that's like that, like that drives me nuts, dude. Because it's like, dude, this is like organic content and then like organic views that I'm legitimately getting. And there's some demonic elf at a button in YouTube studios who's, being like, the CIA is paying me to fucking do this bullshit or something. I don't know what the hell is going on. I just
how can you simultaneously be a government shill while also being one of the most shadow banned channels out there?
Right. Yeah, you can't be both, dude. The government shills are on freaking Joe Rogan and Fox News and it's people don't get it, dude. They just don't understand. But what's even more crazy, is we're having a huge effect, dude. Because like they're trying to get disinformation out and play this whole field, and they tried it hard, and we've basically like all but totally exposed that and like shut all down like hard. And they realize that they've lost control over the narrative, and that scares the fuck out of them. And that's the only reason they're doing all this is because that's the only weapon they have back against the truth. The truth's coming out, and this is the only wet method they have. It's
all they have left is just more lies.
Yeah. So we need shadow ban shirts, dude. Yeah. So we should make.
Ooh,
I need to make.
Of which,
let's come up with these ideas. I want to make a T-shirt. What do you guys? What would you guys buy T-shirts with stuff on? Like, give me some ideas. Just throw around whatever comes to your head, and just like type it in the live chat because I'm doing it like a brainstorm session on these T-shirt ideas. We have the store up, by the way, guys. You can go find the eBay store. Let me find Oh, right here. Yeah. Yeah, let me just share that with everyone so they can go find the Super Force shirts are up on eBay, so you can get one. They're $30 a pop. Unfortunately, that's all I can do with what it costs me for shipping and to try. Otherwise I'm just paying the cost to buy the thing, and I'm not making anything off it for myself. So I had to put $5 in there for myself. It was like 25 is my cost. So whatever, I'm making $5 a t-shirt, but total grifter right here, making fucking look at this. Here's my grift. Guys, buy one of my Super Force t-shirts that I ripped off the picture from Sal Pays' patent. Not just kidding. Sal gave me permission to use his thing. I already asked, so people need to.
Oh, he loved it. He
Hey,
was fine.
there's going to be 100 emails to Sal by tomorrow saying that, this guy's stealing from you. What Sal helped out, and I sent Sal the t-shirts. So, and he sent me a check for them, man. So, Sal, enjoy it. I've been seeing him wear those shirts. And, please, if you get some ideas for shirts and you want other things, I want to start making a whole bunch of these shirts just to spread the. Yeah, man, it's all right if you're wearing a bed sheet tied up with right now. That's cool, dude. Like, I understand, man. Times are tough, man. It's hard to afford food right now in this everything that's happened. So, yeah, we should make one with Jeremy Corbell that says "more cowbell." Like, make fun of the whole mainstream narrative a little harder. Yeah, that would be cool. I should do more. I should do more crazy shirts ideas. Yes, lion saucers and gross retrieval. That'd be funny. Yes, dude. Yes, that should be my band name, the Shadow Band.
Love that.
Yes, dude. Let's start a band. It's going to be called Shadow Band. Yeah, Super Force is also a cool band name. Maybe we'll make that the album name. Or vice versa. That's great. Yes, we should totally start a band and have an album. Did you catch the song, Bernie? The opening intro?
I missed it.
You didn't catch it. I saw like people always have
now.
podcasts who say they get guitars and they never play them on stream. So I picked up my guitar and I played a song for everybody. So you have to go back and watch that. It's at the beginning. So if you guys missed the song at the beginning, you guys got to go back after this and watch the song. Please tell me what you think. I know, like it was a live take and I didn't rehearse it very well, so there's a little bit off in some of the tempo and parts and stuff. But I'm going to record a better version of it and post it out, dude. It was a 10 minutes long. Jesus, I don't even know. I apologize for that. But yeah, the words are funny. I'll post those lyrics up for everyone so that can understand the words or didn't get the words, so they can have them. For sure. Anything else that anything else?
So we will see. Well, thank you, Jeremy, for all you do. And UFO Snowden, you're out there. Come on, give us the Christmas present we all need.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, we'll get you back on, Josh. We'll see you soon. Take care. Have a great night. Merry Christmas, all. Hopefully, we'll see you at the party for the Christmas party tomorrow. And I would love to dive in. We're going to dive into all this stuff, that the mostly Hutchison effect and Bob Greenyer, and we're really going to try to bring this all out and vet this. And if this is disclosure, I want to be part of it and prove it to everyone. And if it's total disinformation and a psyop, then we need to know that as well. But either way, the implications are absolutely profound. And you're watching it live here. Thank you guys. Thank you all. And we'll see you soon. Have a great night.